It's handheld reviewing time.
Okay, I got a box. If you follow my channel or any of my socials, I got a box that had 2 devices in it from Lit NXT. So I just did the Powkitty RGB 20 Pro, and now I'm gonna do a first impressions of the Anbernic RG Cube XX. I'm really excited about this one because I love Pico 8 and I love arcade games, and this is going to be perfect for those. It really is. Stick around.
Ooh, what's that?
No, Steve, you cannot have this. You can have the other one, but this one's mine. Unless I don't like it, but I don't see that happening. So, yeah. Okay, so here it is in all its glory. And thank you once again to Lit NXT for sending this over. They didn't see this video beforehand. No money was exchanged in any way, and all opinions are my own, as always. They also sent over some cute little stickers, which, you know, maybe I could sticker my device, and this really cool case. So I'm excited to throw the Cube XX in there. That's a mouthful, so I think I'll just be saying the Cube, even though there's 2 of the cubes. Alright, speaking of Lit NXT, before I do the unboxing, let's briefly check out their listing for the device. This is their website. The Cube XX comes in 3 different colors: DMG gray, white that I have here, and black. The price is $89 for just the OS card, but if you want some games, you will have to pay a little bit more for an additional card. Also, I have a 10% off code of RFT10 that you can use, and Lit NXT has free global shipping, so keep that in mind. Also, here are the specs. I'm not going to focus too much here since Anbernic has an absolute giant array of devices running the H700 processor. It's running Linux, everything PS1 and below will be fine. It will be able to handle some Dreamcast, N64, and PSP, but the big thing is the screen size. You may not want to play those systems on the screen, but I will show that later in the video. But thank you, Lit NXT. Alrighty. So here's the box. Box generally isn't that exciting. I will try to just get through this. There is nothing in here except there's a charging cable, which is going to be A to C, and then there's a manual. You might want to check out the manual. I guess I'll see. I'm not going to do that right now. Here we go. Na-na! I got the white one. Oh, so I didn't open this. Usually I pre-open them, and I didn't open this beforehand. And this is really nice. Oh my goodness. Really, really nice. I really like this. Wow. It's as cool as I wanted it to be. Okay, so really quick, we'll go over all of the things. You can see there is a goofy kind of D-pad, just kind of the dome shape. It's not your traditional style D-pad, but it's the one that would be on any original Genesis controller. So you could be familiar with that, which I grew up with those. So these sticks have RGB lights, which is kind of neat. If you're into that, we can have a rave later. Right here is a menu button. There is select and start. Got all of your buttons right here. On the top, we have a power button, your volume buttons. There is one C charging cable, and there's a reset button, and then mini HDMI. And then we got the shoulder buttons, which feel really nice. On R2 and L2, there's actually a little bit of texture on those. And on the back, you can see that there isn't anything on the back, but just, you know, these awesome ergonomic bumps. And this little, it's not really a pad, but it is just a different type of plastic material, and it's got some texture to it. So I would imagine that's a little bit of grippage, because this, it's matte, but it is going to be a little slippery as far as the plastic goes. On the bottom, downfiring speakers, got TF1, TF2, and in the middle we have a headset jack. And nothing on the sides because all the stuff is on the top or the bottom. And LED light. I am excited for this. I really am. I did not get a review unit or purchase one of the regular Cube. And we have a card. We have a 32 gig card for the operating system that was already installed. Throw that in here, and here is our ROMs card. So we'll pop that in TF2. Anyway, what I was saying is, from a reviewer standpoint, I wanted the original Cube just so I could show it to you guys and just to check it out. But as far as using it, I wasn't overly, upset that I didn't get one, just because Android on this weird 1:1 aspect ratio screen, it probably would have drove me crazy, to be honest with you. So when they announced, I almost thought about getting the original Cube, and then they announced this, which is awesome, because the games that I want to play on here are the ones that, we're going to have the sticks down here. We don't even need the sticks sometimes, maybe for arcade games, but this is a Linux operating system, and we're just going to jam on, the lower end systems. It doesn't need to play Android. While we're waiting for that to boot up, here is the awesome case. So kind of a bare bones case. There is a just textured material of that, and just looks like your standard case. In here you can just kind of pop this in here and then throw cords and whatnot, because there is a little bit of a mesh pocket up here, and then cover that. So that's cool. I appreciate the case, but something like this, I don't know if this is going to be really pocketable. I think technically you could pocket this if you would like to. Nobody's going to stop you. You can do your own thing. I am not going to be pocketing this. This is probably going to go into a backpack or a bag or something like that. I like the RGB lights. Another cool thing is, if you follow me, I complain. I love Anbernic, but I complain about their stock operating system. From what I've heard and what I can see here, they've revamped it just a tiny bit. So we'll see if they've done a little bit of a facelift on this. That noise is different. The button sound is different. Game rooms, retro art game, app center. We'll go into the apps. You got music, video, ebook, file manager. You go into apps, you want to select TF1. All of the things are going to be on TF1. So here you can change if you want, to back something up, or if you want to change the quick shutdown, or the LEDs, the RGB lights and things like that on here. So nothing is on TF2. So don't go in there. You'll figure that out pretty quick. And then here you can favorite, got history, search, settings, and in the settings, it's all pretty much the same. So I wouldn't say they revamped it. They just changed the look of it, it looks like, which that's fine. I can get behind that. We're going to change the button sound. Where is it? Off. Off. Thank you. Oh, silence is golden. All right. So, yeah. This is pretty cool. This is really nice. So, just holding it, this feels really, really good in the hands. I am a giant fan of ergonomic bumps. You might not be out there, but I feel like there needs to be, every once in a while, there should be some extra padding on some of these devices. Some of them, the micro devices don't need things like that, and some of the goofy budget handhelds. This one is technically budget. It's under $100. My recommendation has always been go into the RA game, the retro art games. If for some reason something does not play in there, maybe go into the games room, or you can just change it in retro art. I still don't know why they do this, but as far as games go, so the top is going to be PSP, and you got PlayStation, you got DS, some Dreamcast, N64. We have open bore. which not a lot of people talk about that. I will have a video out about that because I went down a giant rabbit hole. Atari 2600, yay! But here, this, since it's right here, oh, which loves bullets? This was on my Halloween. I'm showing this instead of Celeste because I suck at Celeste. So, Stubbs, if you're listening, the next time, if there is a next time that I'm on your podcast, I will lose. I will absolutely lose on Celeste. So we're going to have to play a different game or just not do that at all. Screen, this aspect ratio is absolutely perfect for Pico 8 games, as you can see. This is an adorable Pico 8 game. I featured this in my Halloween video a few weeks ago. Look at how this fills out the screen. This looks amazing. And I'm looking at my monitor instead of looking at the handheld. I could just play Pico 8 on here. Look at this. Oh my God, this is so cool. I'm very excited. Menu and start is how you get out of games. Anybody out there that you have a favorite Pico 8 game? I always love to find new Pico 8 games to play and love to hear that people are playing Pico 8 because it's just a fantastic. I've gushed about it. I've done many videos and will continue to do many videos because I just love that whole community behind these games. Oops. I'm mesmerized by the screen. This is really, really cool. So I'm not going to do like a full in-depth review. I'm just trying to get, this is my first impressions because I literally opened the box and showing everybody this. So I wanted to be super surprised because I've been waiting for this device. When I was a kid playing this, I thought that this music was the coolest music in the world. Yes, I'm dating myself, and you can totally make fun of me. I don't care. So one thing that I will definitely test out for maybe the next video is if there's, first off, if there's custom firmware. Pretty sure that there is. I will look into that. And also taking these overlays off on some of the systems that, I don't think that the system needs overlays. Will have a little bit of black bars. It'll be interesting. I know that Russ always says that you can take NES and you can scale it up to 8x7 and that will mostly fit these screens. So I'm interested if we can kind of do this with Genesis or Mega Drive. Yeah, this D-pad, honestly, this is pretty cool because it's very similar to what was on the original Genesis or Mega Drive. So, except that it makes me die. So maybe it's not the best D-pad. Okay, so this is Soul Calibur 2 on Dreamcast, and this is weird that the overlay is on this system. It must just be the entire handheld that the overlays are on. There was a little bit of jittery lag during the title sequence, but I'm not really noticing it while I'm playing. There we go. Okay, you definitely need to use the sticks, which we knew.
Okay. Okay. Go for it.
N64 might be a little hit or miss, so I almost feel like the controls are just not quite picking up what I'm doing. I don't know. All right, here's Street Fighter Alpha 3 on PSP, and you can see the gigantic black bars at the top and the bottom. Just know that any 16:9 systems are not going to play on here. Oh, I did a Hadouken. That's amazing. I did another one. I usually can. It takes me a while to pull these off. So, hey, this D-pad is good for Hadoukens. If I can do it, anybody can pull these off. Except that she killed me anyways, but whatevs. Yeah, I mean, PSP, N64, Dreamcast, I've said it before and I'll say it again. That this is going to be, those systems are just going to be the top for this handheld. And I would just consider it as, consider them as bonus systems. Whatever you get to play on from those systems, great. That's amazing. But don't buy this just solely for those systems. This is kind of a niche sort of handheld anyways, just because of the aspect ratio of the screen, the size. You have a perfectly square screen that a lot of people are going to look at this and say, what? So if you hit the menu button, you can go into PPSSPP settings, and then we can see here. I wonder, nope, they only have OpenGL, and which I kind of figured because I don't think that works on Linux. They got it on full screen. So let's go back. Yeah, I feel like the black bars got a little bit bigger, so oh well. I don't know if this is for everybody, but I really like this. The screen isn't half bad. It's not like that's the greatest screen in the world. Being able to play Pico 8 with ergonomic bumps on the back is just, this is really nice. This is really, really cool. And one of the other systems that I play regularly are arcade games. So I play that a lot on every handheld. And that's one of the things that I really like about the Powketty RGB 20SX, giant names for all these handhelds. The screen size, the 1-to-1 right there, you can play all these weird vertical square screens. And the other ones don't look half bad either. Again, like I said, with the mid-tier systems, Dreamcast, N64, and PSP, take those as bonus systems, take those with a grain of salt, that most of them are probably not going to perform that great on here. You might get a lot to play on here. They might not look so great. You might not want to play them on here just because of the screen size. It's not really geared towards those. Those are more, I would say, bonus systems. But yeah, I knew I was going to like this, but I didn't know how awesome this was going to feel. And I really like the white. The white on white, it's a really clean, awesome. I usually go for some funky color, but they didn't really have anything that really struck me, so I went with this because why not? I can't wait to see what custom firmware does for it, and to actually be able to play Pico 8 Explorer, do native Explorer on here, and I will definitely check out some other systems and whatnot. Stick around for that video, and this is fun. This is a good handheld. I like this one a lot. It might not be for you, but that's okay. That's why you're watching this video, just to see what it can do. And if you're kind of shaking your head throughout the whole video, then don't get this one. Skip this one. But for the rest of us, especially if you love Pico 8, if you've been watching any of my videos at my channel and you've been watching Pico 8, you might want to consider this. This is pretty cool for Pico 8, and it's just going to get better. And no, Steve, this is not yours.
That is not the handheld that you want. You should give it to me. See what I did there? I was a Jedi, so can I have it?
Sorry. I am very sorry. Thanks for watching. Stay awesome, everyone, and go play some games.